What is the main reason that you find ALEC such a sort of a must-go-to event?
It's fantastic because you guys are in Florida this year. We're very excited. I'm honored to be kicking off the opening plenary session. And we would love to share the message of the free state of Florida with the thousands of legislators who are here and their staffers from across the country.
Welcome to ALEC's 2026 annual meeting here in Orlando, Florida. We have a big supporter with us, Dr. Bob McClure with the James Madison Institute. Go over your role here and what you hope to come away with at this conference.
Well, first of all, we're really excited to have ALEC in Florida. The James Madison Institute is Florida's free market think tank. So we're in the ideas business. We advance policy primarily in Florida. But because Florida has become such a big, dynamic state, we also work in Washington and in other states as well to make them more like what we proudly call the free state of Florida. So we're really excited to be a major sponsor here with ALEC, and we're so glad you guys are in our hometown, in our backyard.
I looked up, our missions are very similar. You know, the free markets, the federalism. What's going on in Florida that most concerns you?
Well, I think there's a lot that's happening. Obviously, Florida has moved from it's been over a 30-year period, from a blue state to a purple state. We're now a deeply red state. But as we all know, the left never sleeps. And so whether it's the Democratic Socialists of America, the DSA, which has started chapters here in Florida, or whether it's the left trying to move Florida back into the blue camp, there are always threats out there, right? There are always threats to freedom. And so our focus is on getting the right folks elected to advance the right policies to continue to make Florida the free state that it is.
You mentioned all the people that are moving into Florida every day, every year.
Yeah.
How do your policies attract these folks?
Well, we always like to say that good policy is good politics. And so what's happened over probably the last 30 years is that we have advanced tremendous policies that promote freedom. We have no income tax. We have very light-handed regulation. We have universal school choice. We've gotten tort reform, healthcare reform. And so what has happened is people realize that in other states, and they've decided to move to states that value freedom and value capital. And Florida is one of the major states, one of the most free states in the entire country. We always like to say, you've heard the term live free or die. Americans are choosing to live free or move, and they're moving to Florida.
Right. In our States of the Nation, in our policy brief, we rank these states, and the ones that score the best have the lowest tax rates, the most receptive economies, and they're attracting the people that want to move from some of the states that have sort of really regressive tax policies. You're finding that here, right?
Yeah, absolutely. We have almost 1,000 people moving to Florida a day. We have a demographic that is as vibrant and different as the entire demographic of the country. Roughly 20% Hispanic, 12 to 15% African American, rural, urban, retiree, entrepreneur, you name the demographic, we have it in the state. And so it shows that freedom works. Unlike socialism, which we keep being told will work this time, right? If we do it right this time, we know that freedom works every time it's tried. It works in Florida. It works in the United States. It works after the Berlin Wall fell. Pick a time. Freedom works with the rule of law every time it's tried, and it's working here in the Sunshine State.
Let's talk about taxes. I heard something about Governor DeSantis looking at property taxes.
He is.
Tell me your position on that. What do you hope comes out of it?
Well, we hope we could get a partial or eventually full elimination of property taxes. The governor has said, and I think it's a very good point, that do you ever really own your home if you're paying the government your property taxes? If you have a health care issue, or you retire, or you fall on hard times, if you don't pay your property taxes, the government can still take your house. So do you ever really own your home? So what the governor has done, in a kind of first of the nation kind of way, has said, we don't need property taxes at the local level. Local government revenue in Florida has grown over 60% since COVID. We're not getting 60% better government. We're getting worse government. They're spending money on things that don't matter. And so what the governor has said is, let's eliminate property taxes. So we have something on the ballot in November. It's not going to eliminate property taxes, but it's a first start where over time, indexed to inflation, you will see a gradual increase in the ability to eliminate property taxes at the local level.
And here at ALEC, you know, we have legislators from all over the country,
Yeah.
conservative legislators. Are you trying to spread this message? What is the main reason that you find ALEC such a sort of a must-go-to event?
It's fantastic because you guys are in Florida this year. We're very excited. I'm honored to be kicking off the opening plenary session. And we would love to share the message of the free state of Florida with the thousands of legislators who are here and their staffers from across the country. Florida has a message to sell, and that is that good policy can be good politics. And if you get things right in the state, you'll have economic opportunity, economic growth. Regardless of one's station in life, you will continue to be able to pursue your version of the American dream. And so that's going to be our message in the opening plenary session today.
Well, we look forward to hearing you. I'm with Dr. Robert McClure of the James Madison Institute here at the 2026 ALEC Annual Meeting.